And we doing this for our kids. But at the end of the day, this was really never about your kids. This was about revenge and control and to limit a person because somehow or another, somebody got so powerful that even when they have a private conversation, people wanted to listen in and they're tuned into this person's voice. Like as if he's a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King or if the person, say if it was a female, like they're Martha Stewart or Queen Elizabeth or somebody like that, and their word is powerful. The conversation is powerful. Excuse my powerfuls, the ghetto talk. What I'm trying to get at is if people don't be violating people's private rights and listening into their private conversations, maybe there wouldn't be anything said. You wouldn't have got the propaganda seeded into your brain that growed and festered into some kind of vegetation of information and a dislike and distaste. You know? So that's what we're dealing with here. We're dealing with a group of people who have been alternatively brainwashed by a motivation that really doesn't exist because nothing was never done to their kids. Not by the person that they're blaming, but they want to go protect these other people or to seek revenge, retribution for the damage that was caused. Or you exposed our private agents. You exposed their personal life. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to reverse that back to you. And we're going to make you that person. And that's what they did. That's what they set out to do. And they got the means to do it. Even if they have to pay some rapper that you love $1 million+ to forge their self, or whoever the celebrity is that they use to get in the minds of the people, because they get a check, because they work. Celebrities in the mainstream, they pretty much typically work for the government, whether you know it or not. The mainstream celebrities, the ones that got the green light all over the globe, unadulterated green light. Because I'm telling you right now, if they don't like you, they will shut you down. Look at the Bill Cosbys of the world. Shut down. We talk about billionaire. This guy's a fucking billionaire. Excuse my language. This guy's a freaking billionaire. Imagine that. They got to him. Talking about, oh yeah, Bill was dipping in the candy dish with these women. I don't believe that. The first thing they start to do when they break down a celebrity is they attack their sexuality habits or the claim of some kind of sexuality habits. When somebody gets so powerful, the first thing it has to do, if you ever notice, the propaganda is always about what they did sexually. Because a sexual crime is the most heinous crime to most people's eyes. Even more so, more harder and worse than murder. Like no joke. Like they'll make it, oh, this person sexualized these women and throw some children up in the mix. People are quick to tell you that these teenagers who got their menstruation and everything are children. Yeah, they're somebody's children. It's true. I'm somebody's children. I'm not a teenager. You know? We're all children. We're all children of the Most High Creator. Yeah, we are. We all are children. But some of us are children that are children. Some of us are young adult children. And some of us are adult children of somebody. Don't let people twist the words. That's part of propaganda. It's twisting the context of a word to make it seem more vulnerable than what it really is. Because we all have parents. That's true. So I ain't making it up. But some people will have you to believe, oh yeah, this person sat up there and was bothering some children. Well, God, that's a range because we got 100-year-old children and we got 0-year-old children in people's stomachs. You know, what children you talking about? Which one? Be more specific. So anyway, get back to what I was talking about. This is what these people do, and this is how they control you, and this is how they break you down. When they want to get rid of somebody, like say for somebody that's extremely well organized and being able to create music compositions and stuff like that. Maybe they have a little bit of notoriety within the industry. People mimic and want to be so much in tune to what this person's doing that they camp out every day, 365 days in a year, 365 and a quarter day in a year, 52 weeks, 24 hours plus a day, just to figure out what this person's doing and how he makes the music. And it's a rare event, so they always got to keep somebody in tune to find out what this person's doing, which is another form of control. Then all of a sudden, these people are tuning in. Well, that sets up a red flag for people who are in charge. Because the moment that this person decides they want to go left on these people and don't want to deal with the people who claim to be in charge of these music industries, the first thing that they're going to do is chaperone the situation, which is that's what they're doing, so they can try to lift the music. Excuse me, with the firings. The first thing they're going to do is try to chaperone the situation so they can lift the music from the person, which is another form of control, which is when they steal the music so they can get to it first because they got the bigger money, some of these people. You know, maybe the person that they're stealing the music from is not a Kanye West, who has his own vast amount of resources and money that he could just instantly put something out and be able to provide protection for himself so that nobody can use any kind of electronic devices to skim the music before it even gets released. Even while he's doing a practice session, or even while she's doing a practice session, if it's a female artist or a composer. Because they got electronic, you could Bluetooth just about anything. Like you could Bluetooth like old equipment from the 1970s and it'll work. And you'll be able to listen from a distance, from a short distance though, or somebody what they're listening to from that antiquated equipment. What I'm saying is extremely deep, controversial, and somewhat, it's kind of, what's that word? Conspiracy theory like, but it has its truths because this does happen. And I'm not trying to apply this to everybody's situation, but I know of a person personally, and I mean personally, that's going through something like that.